And I nearly forgot to say that you always get some spare pieces, so that if you do lose any, there's a little bag of spare pieces left over when you've finished, which is really handy. So that was a little bit tricky there. So you see you put the whiskers underneath there, and then the front of the face sits just inside, so it sits up nice and flat next to the black, which is the back part of the head. So you can see now I've actually got the feet and the main part of the body finished. It's a bit difficult to see because it's all, a lot of it is in black. So what I'm going to start doing now is the next steps, which are steps 6 through to 11, which will form the head of Litten, like so. So now that step 1 is complete, I'm going to move on to step 2. So these, the greyed out pieces show the previous layers, and then you can see that this builds on to that, and then I'm just going to follow each step as I go through, continuing to add the layers until we finish the 11th step to complete the model. So for step 1, the bottom row of the model sits like this, the 2x1 piece there. I just arrange it roughly. I find the first 2 rows are the trickiest, but once you've done those, that actually sets the model, the base of the model, so you can then work from that. So I kind of roughly just put them where I think they're going to need to be, just so that I've got a visual idea of what that bottom row looks like so. And you can see on the instructions there that how the second row sits onto this brick, onto this model. And we need a 3x2 piece there. We need a 2x1, 3x1, 2x1, 3x2 and a 2x1. So the 3x1, the bottom left hand corner sits here. So once that one's in place, the rest are easier to complete. So that one's going to sit there. They're just like Lego bricks really, but a little bit smaller. They're called micro bricks. They are compatible with nano blocks, which you may have heard of. 3 by 1 there. Just line these back up again, like so. And then finally we've got the 2 by 1 piece which sits in there. So you can see now we've got the base of our model, and then we can just continue each step building on to the last one there. Okay, so I've got all the gardening done, and now I'm going to make some models. I've got 3 new Pokemon models to make. This is the first one, and I'm going to make Litten. Now I'm going to start off by emptying out all of the pieces. I'm taking a leaf out of my grandson's book. Usually I would sort them all out into their different types of brick, but I'm going to be a bit of a rebel and just put everything in one pile, and I'll find the pieces as I go. You can see all the pieces there, and then this is the base plate that the finished model will sit on. Put that to one side. So we've got the parts list and then the step-by-step instructions. See, that's the finished model there that we're making. Now, I sometimes find it quite difficult to actually see the definition of which bricks I need to use. You do have a little key by the side of each step that shows you, but what I recommend is that you work with really good light to be able to see which pieces you need.